now. So we ran the camera from the cleanout on the side of the house. It's the north side, I believe. And there's a 4-inch cleanout on the side near a crawl space. We were able to run 92 feet all the way to the city connection. The water that you see flowing by is the city pipe. It's not your responsibility. As I pull it back from the city, this is your pipe right here. This is where it connects. You see a little root there on the side? That's where your pipe connects to the city. That is your responsibility. That's very minor, but I am here to show you everything. So as I pull it back, this is a 6-inch clay pipe. Oh, there's a large root there. See it on the right?
Yeah.
And that's your saddle, which is not the best news, but it could be something that we can... Yeah, so it's coming in on this seam right here, which is good, meaning if you wanted to fix this line, there is a process that we can do, which is called an epoxy liner, which basically puts a new line inside of your existing line, which will cover it like a stent in a heart, and that'll make it brand new again. As long as it's not the saddle, it could be covered. We're not allowed to cover the saddle because we're not allowed. See this seam here we could cover,
right,
but we can't cover this seam here. And it looks like the root is coming from that one seam, so it is something that is doable. The saddle is a much bigger problem. You would need to dig up the street or go through a manhole and stick a lining in backwards, which is a pretty big deal. But at this point, it looks like it's at this seam right here where that root's growing in, and then kind of just like a ponytail kind of going into the city. So as we pull it back from the city pipe, this is a 6-inch clay pipe. Like I said, it's original to the house, and every root you see is an issue. Some are worse than others. It's almost every seam in this area has root in it, as you can see. There's issues. Some are worse than others. You can see it's thicker. See how there's...
What area is that in?
That's under the street right now? Yeah. We're under the street for quite a while. Good 30 feet maybe under the street.
Would you recommend possibly hydrogen?
We could definitely hydrojet this line to clean the roots that you see that are exposed, but the problem is the roots are always going to be growing in that line.
Sure.
So once you you can jet it, but that doesn't mean you're going to solve the problem. You're going to have to maintain the line in the future.
Right. And the bigger fix would be
to do the lining. We would find this pipe on your property near the sidewalk and then expose it, and then, like I said, from that point on, do an epoxy lining. Mm-hmm. There are some sharp turns here, like here. So this is kind of a sharp turn. You see how it kind of turns? And then there's another one. So the lining would maybe crinkle a little, but it would be better than what you have now. But it's not just a straight, smooth shot. But it is, there are a couple turns. So as I'm pulling it back on the 6-inch line, there are roots.
And are we still under the street? Or
we're still under the street.
Okay. So
we're going to be under the street for a little bit until we hit a ABS pipe, which is a plastic pipe. That's the new one, and that's right here. So you're probably in the parkway area on those. Like from here, this should be this side of the sidewalk, and if you go in a few more feet, eventually it gets to the probably where those turns were is where it probably drops down to tie into the city. So here, right about here, is the city, and as we pull it back from there, this is where you get to the 4x6, meaning this pipe is 4-inch in diameter, and then it connects to a larger pipe. There is an offset pipe here. You see how there's a gap where water is settled, where they connected the two. So that's also an issue, and it looks like maybe a root's trying to grow in there too. So there are issues with the 6-inch line. You know what? Let me locate this exactly. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. But usually they go all the way to the 6-inch. Let's see if that's what they did. We'll have a better idea right now. changed it to right here.
Okay.
Everything else is old.
So they did it.
Yeah, they did it all to the property line. So how many feet is that? Like,
It says on the camera right there.
okay,
Whatever that says, is how far I am from the cleanout to that spot.
yeah.
Probably 50 feet, 60 feet. Yeah, we're at 59 feet.
Okay,
Not counting the 3 or 4 feet out of my machine,
sure.
the 1 or 2 feet going down, but it's right in that area.
Okay.
Not an exact science, but it gets you really close.
And you'll write on your report like an estimate for
course.
if you were going to do the liner, that additional.
100%.
Okay.
It looks like, from what I could see here, it looks like where they changed the plastic pipe right here. It looks like right here, you see this little smiley face here? That could be another clean out over there under the stone. It's not exposed, but it looks like there's an access point from there also. So you can see on top there's possibly another clean out. So as we pull it back from the sidewalk area, this has all been replaced to a newer plastic ABS pipe. And looks like it's in good shape. There's a little bit of water settled, meaning it's not, well, it's draining, you can see. There shouldn't be any water in the line, and that's what it's doing. So if we see water in the line, that means the pipe is either level or going uphill, which is not great. There's not much you can do about it, though. But it seems to be in good, has good fall, meaning, you know, that. So this is all newer ABS pipe. Can you grab this? Push this back that way. Yeah. Let's angle this better so I can shove it in there. Yeah. Okay, we're good now. So it looks like a water slide. Everything looks good here. This is where it makes a turn and comes into the house, which is going to get me closer to where I'm at now. Looks like right here, there's a T, meaning the pipe goes that way, but it also is accepting the water from the ADU here. So there's a T here. Of course, I can't go backwards in the T. I'd have to run it from the back house forward. My guess is that pipe is ABS there and ABS here. It looks like it might be in good working condition. This clean out that we have here, it's called a two-way clean out, which is good. It allows me to take the camera and run it, try to run it backwards under the house. You have it, so I'm going to try to do my best to get it in there, but it's a tight turn. Okay, so now we're going under the house. This is all cast iron pipe, original to the house. Yeah, and then this is the end of the pipe here. There's a cap on the end. So this doesn't look bad. I don't see any breaks, cracks, or separations. You'd probably see some water leaking into the house if it was an issue. So you have it here, so I ran it. It's not a big deal. Some buildup on there, but you know, water flows through it. I don't see it being an issue for a very long time, even though it's probably as old as the house, which is what 90 years old maybe. So that's your sewer line from this clean out. I'm going to stop the recording now.